Welcome, Chip.
Well, a very warm welcome to you, Rupert Kimmies, back down here. Napier City, beautiful afternoon. We are in quarter-finals territory. I'll hand over to you, mate. Let us know, what are we watching here today?
We've got Wellington Olympic in the blue here and Lower Hutt in the, you call that maroony red.
Absolutely.
Big game, mate. Excited for this one.
Well, look, a huge game. I'm a little surprised, to be fair, that you've been pulled into the commentary box or sideline here, given the fact that you are the head coach of the national side Olympic team. So an unbiased, obviously, commentary from you here today.
Yep, definitely unbiased today.
Well, two teams, obviously, that have done very well to get themselves here. We did watch, you were watching earlier today when Wellington Olympic drew with Hamilton, I believe it was. And so this, obviously, a must-win for both of these teams.
There you can hear in the background all the Olympic supporters.
It looks like we have got some supporters coming in now. The atmosphere down here is absolutely fantastic. Scenes. Hey guys, here they come. I've got goosebumps. I will not lie to you, Rupert Kimmies. I have got literal goosebumps on my arms. Here we go. It'll be Wellington Olympic to kick us off. The quarterfinal of the under-19s are underway, Rupert Kimmies. Olympic now play down the back. They'll go long down that right-hand side of theirs. And straight away, very fast game, which you could only anticipate.
Should be another frantic start. It's still with the 25 minutes a half, Chip, so...
That's very good to remember as well. 25-minute halves, obviously, in the first game today. I obviously forgot that and muddled up the times. But for those viewers just tuning in now, I should say, 25-minute halves. Very aggressive football you'll be seeing as Hutt now...
in the box there. Well taken by the centre-back Theo.
They'll kick through. Good control here from Olympic.
Good hold-up play.
Looking to hold it up down on their right-hand side now. Little speed, little good control there. Little through ball here. But Hutt City defend well, and it'll be a throw-in. And, of course, Lower Hutt, I should say, very well pointed out, this team. A strong history, the Lower Hutt AFC club.
It's going to be interesting to see who takes control of this game in the early stages here, Chip.
Well,
both teams should be looking to play here, so it's going to be some interesting watching.
Yeah, no, a very good analogy there from the get-go, Rupert Kimmies, as Olympic now have the throw-in. And I'll manage to get a little ball here. On the outside. Oh, it's gone for a little bit of a push there, a little bit of a... How are we going to get things started? Very good start here. Both teams coming at it full steam ahead. Lower Hutt now with the goal kick. Nice ball here. Great conditions.
Well won.
Olympic now just trying to find some time. Oh.
First foul on the way of Olympic there.
First foul of the game so far, and that will, as you said, Rupert, go to Olympic now. They'll try to use it. As Lower Hutt find their defensive shape. Into the middle now, Olympic. Good challenge here from Lower Hutt. It's popped out the other side, and Lower Hutt now will take control as they drive towards the left-hand side. The referee.
Cheeky little pullback there by Sam Wall.
Has indicated a foul, and that will go to Lower Hutt. Lower Hutt now just inside their own half, looking to find space as they move it around the back. Down here on the right-hand side.
Well defended by their Olympic.
Lower Hutt will regain control here. And, the referee's called that.
Could be a good position here, Chip, for them to put a delivery into the box.
Absolutely. They'll be looking to make the most of these opportunities.
See what the Olympic defence have got there.
And you certainly can't complain with the conditions tonight, Rupert Kimmy's beautiful night for football. The Bay has really put it on as Lower Hutt now send it into the middle. Little chip over the top.
Oh, nearly made something of that though, didn't he?
Curved into the left. You're right. Not the greatest strike with the ball, but nevertheless.
That was young Reed.
Good attacking from Lower Hutt now. Olympic. We said this in our earlier game. You know, a lot of football for these young men to play over the 3 days, Rupert Kimmy's.
Yeah, I think this will be the sixth game for both of these teams.
Sixth game in 2 days.
How would you go if you had to play 6 games?
Mate, I don't think I'd last 5 minutes on this pitch. You
pulled 10 minutes into the five-a-side last weekend, didn't you?
I pulled more than that, mate. But we don't need to get into details as Olympic get us back underway with the goal kick. It's bounced right back into their half.
Defended there.
The goalie now takes possession. Will slow it down. Come out down on our left-hand side. Just in front of us now, the commentator's box. Oh, and that's, he's going to obviously give that. Not too much in it, but definitely a foul awarded to Olympic. They'll play it quick now to the centre back. Down on their right-hand side now, Olympic. They'll look to drive.
Lower Hutt obviously trying to win it high here.
And, there could be a call for a handball there.
Yes, a handball.
And the referee has awarded that.
When they're playing in those areas, Lower Hutt's really aggressively trying to win it.
Absolutely, they've come out.
To see how Olympic's going to deal with that.
Well, you did right there, Rupert Kimmy's. Lower Hutt have come out of the starting block and they have come out roaring. But I just hope they do not tire themselves out too quick as they drive now on the right-hand side down and towards the corner.
Nice play by them coming back out.
Looks to put it in the middle now. And still regain control. The referee's blind whistle.
Call there for offside.
Offside. The ball will now go to Olympic. We've got
You sense a bit of nerves out there, Chip, from the quarterfinal?
Look, it's quarterfinal territory, and whenever that comes on, there's certainly going to be some nerves. We said it before. These men have played a lot, or young men, I should say, have played a lot of footy over the last couple of days. But it's all on the line now to get through to that semi and, of course, edge towards glory, taking the championship on the final tomorrow, Monday. Long ball now, showing his speed, number 7. He'll whip that back into the middle. There's a man there. And Lower Hutt have done well to defend here. It's still in.
Still in.
We'll go out there now. Supporters obviously down here. Great crowd coming to support both teams here tonight. As Olympic now.
Nice flick there.
A little flick in.
Sam all ducks in.
Great.
Big strike there. Great save by the Lower Hutt keeper.
Yeah, cracking save there. He struck the ball well, Wellington Olympic.
Could have seen Olympic go up there, but Lower Hutt, great save.
Absolutely great save. And shots on now as we get into about 5-6 minutes in this first half. Both teams really coming in hot and heavy as Lower Hutt put it high. It's headed off by Olympic now into the middle of the top end of the field. Lower Hutt turning now. They'll drive on their left-hand side. But again, Olympic just seem quick on their feet here. Done well Pressing hard
it's
there.
Pretty even contest both ways to start this game, isn't it?
Absolutely, Rupert. I mean, both of these teams have come out and showing their skill set for sure, showing their speed and athleticism. And both obviously wanting the win. As it's Olympics throwing now. Deep down into the...
Great touch and turn.
Right
that's a big
call for...
there,
Wow, there's a call for grabbing there.
It's one of those ones, though, Chip, that pull in the box doesn't go down. Very hard to call in a quarter-final for the ref.
Absolutely.
Even though outside maybe was a foul, but you'd say would have been pretty tough on Lower Hutt if they called that one.
Look, it's a hard job, obviously, in the middle of that pitch, trying to manage these two teams as they go at it with each other. Certainly not a job I'd like to do, Rupert Kemmy's refereeing.
No, but you can see today there's tons of referees and linesmen around.
Absolutely.
They've done a great job to get so many in.
And it pops out now for Olympic in the centre of the field, just outside the box. Razzle-dazzle on the right-hand side. They'll chip through. Lower Hutt's done well there. Ball's still in play. Lower Hutt have managed to kick it down into their left-hand side, and that will be out. And it looks to me like it'll be a Lower Hutt throw-in. So some forward momentum here from Lower Hutt as they try and gain some of the territory back into Olympics half. A little bit of bunching there on the left-hand side. But no, you did right, Rupert, just going back to your earlier comments there. Big shout out to obviously all the officials, the referees, the sideline officials as well. As Olympic now, they've got a little bit of an opportunity here.
Ball in.
Oh, just deflected off the foot of a Lower Hutt player.
Looks like Olympics just getting a little bit on top here.
Just a little bit. Yes, you did right. You know, now that we're getting into the early stages of that first half, finding their feet well, Olympic. And Lower Hutt will be looking to make the most out of this situation where they find themselves deep now in Olympics half. Ball in the box, right-hand side. Has he got numbers there? Little chip, and it goes straight to keeper.
Good play by Lower Hutt, though.
Very good play by Lower Hutt. Olympic find their shape now. It's coming out, yeah, just in front of us in the commentary sideline box. Olympic will slow it down a little bit. Balls to feet as they kick around the back now. Find a little space in the centre. Good speed here.
Well done by Olympic.
Good drive. They'll go to the right-hand side. That's a great ball. Great ball. Found the player well. He's driven. Numbers in the centre. Defenders are bunching around. It looks like they've got a little bit of time here. They'll keep that in. It's just on the inside of the box coming out now. 17. There's a gaping hole there. If he can find a foot to it, might have been an opportunity there. Lower Hutt have managed to defend that and kick it out well, but it's been retaken by Olympic now.
Seems to be pinning Lower Hutt back in their own half, doing a good job there.
Absolutely.
But when you're doing that, you can always get caught on the break.
Oh, there's a lot of argy-bargy going on there. A few slaps, but it's come out on Lower Hutt's side now, down the right-hand side. Oh!
It's gone straight past him.
Missed slide tackle there by Olympic. And it'll be a corner now to Lower Hutt. Some great defending there from Olympic to get back.
They look dangerous on the break, don't they?
Well, I sympathise with your earlier comments that Olympic look like a bit of a stronger team, but you did right when that breakaway comes. Lower Hutt making the most of their speed on the outside and taking advantage of it. And as you said, Rupert, the game can turn very quickly if that happens.
Can hear some cheers from the other pitch over there, Chip. Obviously some other quarterfinals going on.
Absolutely, we've got several other quarterfinals going on at the moment, but this one is an exciting game and one that many of our viewers are tuning in for all around the world. Australasia, of course. The local clubs around New Zealand as Lower Hutt now take it.
This, of course, is a bit of a local derby. Wellington Olympic versus Lower Hutt, so Wellington Region derby. So yes, I'm sure both of these two teams definitely want to take away the W.
Well, it's been phenomenal today to see a lot of Wellington teams actually doing very well in the lead up to these quarterfinals. Wainuiomata, unlucky not to.
He just missed out there.
Just missed out, they did. Unlucky to not get through. I know they'll be tuning in and watching with anticipation. Petone, we called that game this morning, obviously 4-1 against Napier.
Exciting game, that one.
That was a great start to the day.
Great players there for Petone, wasn't there? Can hear the coaching staff of Olympic kicking off. I don't know what that's about, but...
And now Olympic, it's been deflected of a Lower Hutt player, and Lower Hutt will regain control here. They'll get possession.
They do. They're getting on top here. They've got a nice little passage.
Feels like they're just starting to find some momentum down in Olympic's half. Little chip over the top.
Good ball.
Player is there.
Well defended.
It's well defended by Olympic. And Lower Hutt, that last 2 minutes, couple of phases there. They've played very well. It's now out, and that will be an Olympic throw-in.
Feisty encounter, isn't it?
It's a very feisty encounter indeed, Rupert Kimmies, and I'll tell you what, I mean, a game of two halves, as they say, two sides at the moment, both playing well as Olympic drive on the right-hand side. Good ball back now. They'll look to maybe get it in the middle. No, they'll keep, and Lower Hutt just seem every time it looks like something's going to happen, they come in aggressively and fire that ball back down into Olympic territory. 0-0 at this stage. If you're just tuning in and joining us live, it is, of course, the quarterfinals. Lower Hutt and Olympic going at it. Two teams that have certainly both shown some promise in this first half, Rupert Kimmies. As we see
picked
now.
Up by Josh there.
Olympic. Oh, and there's been a heavy collision
challenge
down the right-hand side.
Fair challenge, though, with the referee, so...
That's the stuff football is made of.
It's a quarterfinal challenge there.
So quarterfinal, you can't hold anything back. That's right, Rupert Kimmies. Both of these teams will be pulling out all the stops, so to speak, to try and edge their way through to that semi-final contended spot. As Lower Hutt kick it down centre field now. Olympic will header back into the middle. It's come off another Lower Hutt player. Several headers going on. They'll regroup in the centre. Now a little break on the left-hand side for Olympic. And he's gone for it. Had the right idea. Sometimes, Rupert, you've just got to have a go, mate. You've just got to have a go.
Stole my line there, Chip, but...
Well, I'm sorry about that, mate. We're obviously such a good duo that sometimes we finish each other's sentences, so to speak. Much like a marriage. And it'll be a goal kick now to get them back underway. I don't know what's just going on there, but a Lower Hutt player has just rolled over. I don't know. There's a bit of commentary going on the field from the Olympic player who seemed to have had a Lower Hutt player roll over the back of his legs and fall mercilessly on the ground.
Saying that the Olympic player's done something to him to make him fall over there, Chip. So.
Well, the referee's going to have a bit of a word here. And he's trying to get a little bit of a play-by-play on what's happened there. I didn't actually see it. Did you see it, Rip, in terms of what happened?
It was away from the play.
We've got a...
Both the coaching benches don't seem too concerned, though, so you don't think it would have been...
No, and it looks like it's going to be fair play now. The referee's just said, look, let's just get on with the game. So we'll get back into it. And it'll be a goal kick for Olympic, getting us back underway. Good ball there into the centre of the field.
Well
done well by Olympic. Back and forth. Right in the centre now. This ball's going to pop out, and there's a man there.
Dangerous ball there.
It has fallen well, and the challenge is good. Calling for a handball there. Referee went to blow the whistle, but it's decided to play on. Lower Hutt have managed to clear that away, but it's been regained by Olympic on the left-hand side, their left-hand side. They're keeping the ball in play. Olympic now with control. Feed the backs. Man on there. They'll run it down the right-hand side. Good pace here.
Good ball in behind there.
And Olympic will just send it out and slow it down. Well, as we edge into halfway through this first half, Rupert Kimmies. Grudge match, if ever I've seen one. Neither side is leading an inch at the moment.
It's just really asking for a goal, isn't it, to open it up?
Well, that's what we're here for. We're waiting for that goal. But both teams playing very well defensively.
Sure. Neither team wants to go to extra time and penalties.
It's an interesting comment that you bring up there, Rupert. If it is a 0-all situation at the end of this, will they go to penalties?
Yes.
And Olympic now have an opportunity on.
And
that has gone through Olympic. And the fans are storming on the left-hand side of the field as Olympic score the opening goal.
Oh, massive celebrations from the fans. There's a
Huge
nice
celebrations.
through, and Johnny just poked that one home, and a nice finish there, making it 1-0 to Olympic. Now it's the Lower Hutt's turn to respond.
Well, they've come straight back, this Lower Hutt side. They're not dawdling to get back to the kick-off area. They know that to get back in this, they are going to have to score and potentially score soon.
Great goal that, wasn't it?
Great goal that, yeah, absolutely. Good control there as it came out the right-hand side of the goal and finished ever so, well, softly. Delicately, that was the word I was going for. Thank you there, Rupert. My thesaurus on my right-hand side is Lower Hutt now. They'll take it.
They'll look to bring it straight
just
back
in front of us. Good ball there, good through ball. Right-hand side, oh, a little bit of control there. Lower Hutt will be coming out aggressively now and trying to attack as much as they can.
Let's make the game much more exciting now. We've got Lower Hutt chasing the game.
Absolutely. And Olympic, well, you'd have to say they want another one. They're hungry now on the right-hand side. He's going to go for a long ball right into the middle. There's a player there. Can he feed the gap? He's regained control.
Well,
and the right idea as he turned.
Jack O'Connor there in a good strike, but just sailing high and wide.
Just to the right-hand side of the goal. Great control as he got the touch on the chest, put it to ground, turned, and just on a little bit on that left-hand side, and it could have been 2-0 to Wellington Olympic. So Lower Hutt now, their goal kick. Get us back underway here in this cracking quarterfinal. Oh, little double header there. One off Lower Hutt, one off Olympic. Scraggy in the middle.
There's some big challenges going in there.
You did right. There are some big
Both
challenges going in. There's Wellington Olympic now will get the throw in. Down the right-hand side, looking for the man. Two defenders on. Lower Hutt have managed to regain possession here. But again, the challenge from Olympic is successful. Referee's going to call the foul in favour of Olympic there. And
sense a bit of frustration from Lower Hutt.
Well, when you're 1-0 down after you've put a lot of effort in that first 15, 20 minutes of the game, Rupert, you will start to sense a little bit of frustration. But
Olympic does have to be careful, though. They've showed quite good promise on the break.
Absolutely. As the long ball goes into the centre, it's off the head and into the keeper's arms.
See situations like this, if they can get the ball out and play forward fast.
And that has gone out. That is, oh, bit unfortunate. And again, just time and composure. Might have been the difference there for Lower Hutt. As Olympic now will take the throw in. Coming back down into the centre. They whip it now down the right-hand side. Good touch from the player there. A little bit of time on their side. Lower Hutt have regained control and position. And it's popped back out, though, for Olympic. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, there's some good challenges going on here, Rupert, you have to say. Both of these teams not giving an inch. Lower Hutt now with the throw-in. There's Olympic numbers there. They'll pop back out their right-hand side as they take the touch and kick back just inside their own half. Long ball into the centre now.
That's a nice touch.
Great touch from Lower Hutt. The goalie will kick back into the centre now. Right in the middle of the pitch. Oh. And the referee's going to give that in favour of Lower Hutt. They'll play their free kick. As everyone just regains their shape. And they come down the right-hand side, just in front of the commentary box now. Playing into the middle. Olympic regain possession. They'll take it towards the middle. pace from Lower Hutt's
Well
defender, and
Lower
well
Hutt
won back now.
Calls for a foul there.
Calls for a foul. The referee says play
on.
Harsh
not to be given, but
and
he's given one the other way.
Yep.
It's normally what happens, Chip, though. If they don't give the first one, then there's normally a retaliation foul not so long after.
You did right there, Rupert, and that observation can easily be seen there. A little bit of frustration on Lower Hutt's behalf, but nevertheless, it is Olympic that will have the free kick here. And they'll play it down in towards the middle of the pitch, right up in the box. Lower Hutt get a good header on it. Olympic now in the centre. They'll pop out on the left-hand side. Comes back in now, Olympic. Ooh, nearly taken by Lower Hutt, but Olympic will regain control. They'll send it right back into the centre, and it'll go to the Lower Hutt keeper. Keeper now getting his team in order.
What are the temperature here today, Chip?
Well, it's been an absolutely stunning weekend here in Napier, Rupert Kimmies. We got up to 20 today, 20 degrees that is, I should say. But it was one of those days where 20 felt like 22.
Especially after coming from the Hutt where it's felt like 8 degrees the whole winter, hasn't it?
Oh, it has been a...
Well, now you're actually a Greytown man, so...
Absolutely. We tend to be a couple of degrees higher than you Petonians. But nevertheless, it has been a horrid winter. Great to see some sunshine out in the
another big
bay.
cheer from the Blue Water Stadium in one of the other quarterfinals. So.
Absolutely. Lower Hutt now have taken a quick throw in, and
what a great tournament to be involved in, though. Hundreds of people watching football on a Sunday in the sun.
Well, as I said before, mate, Meatloaf, you took the words right out of my mouth. Rupert Kimmies, it doesn't get much better than this. It's been an absolutely phenomenal weekend. The weather, the bay, putting it on. Heaps of families up here. Heaps of supporters. I've been so impressed by the amount of teams and their support crew that have come up. Of course, it's not just the main grade. We've got the satellite grade. We've got the women's grades. So much football going on. And
also a big day tomorrow as well with the semis and the finals.
Well, absolutely. It'll be a huge day tomorrow. It's set to be another cracker with this weather really playing a part. And that'll be half-time.
All right, well, we'll be back just after the half, but that was a great half, wasn't it, Chip?
Cracking half, Rupert Kimmies. I imagine there'll be a few words at the half-time talks, and we will tune off now, but we will be back with you soon with another second half of fantastic football. We're underway in the second half now as Olympic start us off. If you're just joining us, 1-0 to Wellington Olympic as we get into the second half of this quarter-final here in beautiful Napier. Very big shout out to all of our listeners, watchers that are tuning in now. Rupert Kimmies has just vacated for a quick bathroom break, but he will be back with us soon. As the foul is given now to Lower Hutt. And you'd have to say that Lower Hutt will want to come out and make something happen very early in the second half to get them back into that competitive zone as the free kick is taken right into the middle. A little bit argy-bargy. And here we go. And just comes out.
Oh, sorry about that, Chip.
No dramas. And welcome back to Rupert Kimmies.
Short half, isn't it?
Absolutely, short half times. I was just saying that Lower Hutt will be looking to make something happen early on.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, Chip. It's always a game of two halves, isn't it?
Absolutely. Game of two halves with a half time in the middle. 11 players on each side.
Great tackle, though.
Great defensive work there by Lower Hutt. So we come
what do you
in
think
now.
the half-time team talk was for Olympic?
Well, look, I think that they'd be pretty happy with that first half performance. I think what they'll be saying is let's not get too carried away. Let's keep nice and calm, especially tight in the middle, but no fouls.
Especially, mate, they're probably just saying as well, if they don't concede, they win.
That's exactly right, Rupert. You'd have to say that up 1-0. Obviously, they've got that advantage coming into the second half. Keep it cool, keep it calm, keep it collected.
And Lower Hutt's just got to throw caution to the wind here, don't they, and just go for it.
Well, it is the quarter-final, and this is all or nothing now as it
great
goes
ball.
in the back of the net.
Goal!
Another goal.
Fantastic.
The Olympic supporters have made
and
themselves
it looks like it's the big captain Theo there.
a little spot down that side of the field as they come in to celebrate. Off the corner, what a fantastic goal. And they go up 2-0 early.
What a finish from the big man. He's 6'4", 6'5" now. Theo
Huge.
Recently returned from the Under-19 OFC tournament. So, yeah, he did well over there. And he started in that game as well.
Well, there you go, Rupert Kimmies, and he will be very, very happy with that goal.
2-0 now, so up to Olympic to hold the lead and Lower Hutt to chase it.
Well, there's still plenty of football to be played in the second half. And Lower Hutt has shown some moments of, well, exciting football. Just looking for that finish as they come down the right-hand side now. Can't do anything with it.
As we said with these shorter halves, Chip, you've got to be clinical, don't you?
We spoke about it this morning, and you did right there, Coach. You do have to be clinical. It's very strategical, losing that extra 20 minutes.
Good maths there, Chip. I just worked on your numbers there, and that was correct, 20 minutes.
Absolutely. Well, I did have to go and check a few things after this morning's mix-ups, but
here we go again,
Olympic now with another breakaway.
And a great ball
he's
through.
definitely on here as he goes. Can he beat? He's got two on the right-hand side.
Oh. Good challenge.
Very
well
unfortunate.
There by Lower Hutt.
Lower Hutt will throw it back now.
Look to break.
Left-hand side. And 16
but
takes us to
touch.
touch.
Good numbers back quite fast, and some of the Lower Hutt players
now with the switch
go forward, and that's a great cracking ball across the pitch. Well, the goalkeeper telling his players to get forward.
Well, you'd have to say Olympic now. They look to be the...
Another cracking ball by Josh.
Well, more excited team off the second half as they now take it down the left-hand side. Little razzle-dazzle with the footwork there. It'll pop back out their side. They look to take it back down into the inside of their half. Good challenge there, but Olympic have maintained it. Right in the middle of the box. Options here.
Oh, someone needed to be attacking that.
Just about scooted on in there. but not enough wheels, so to speak, as Lower Hutt now take it down that right-hand side. Challenge from Olympic seems to be good. They'll kick back into the middle with Lower Hutt returning. Man there, but 3 defenders around. And the referee has given it a goal kick. Well, Rupert Kimmies, that's all go in the second half, mate. Any predictions from here on? No, actually, I can't ask you that because that would be a biased question.
Any predictions from you, Chip? Being look, Greytown FC Cap 4 manager?
Well, look, I don't want to obviously brag about certain jobs, but yes, as the off-field manager for the Cap 4 Greytown football first men's
And what a
team.
season you guys had. Coming second, was it?
Absolutely second. And the Cap 4 team should have actually taken it out, but, you know, Captain Hindsight, well, it's a wonderful thing. Maybe next year we'll edge into that position. Look, my forecast here is that Olympic is looking quite good, but never write off a team, especially this Lower Hutt team, that has shown some moments of brilliance as they get it into the centre now.
It's definitely some great players on both sides, isn't there, Chip?
The level of skill that I have watched over the past 2 days down here in Napier has just been phenomenal. Great for the game of football here in New Zealand. And the depth of skill that we're now starting to see in these young players as they come through development and academies, well, it's very exciting for the game as a nation as we see Olympic now take it down the right-hand side. Just trying to get around the Lower Hutt defender. And they call it there.
Got a free kick here.
A free kick.
And they're sending Theo Edemar up again, seeing if we can get another hit on this one.
Well, you've just got to see the size of the man. He literally is like a tree. Towering over some of his competitors as we get the free kick now. Not the greatest strike. Lower Hutt will defend well. Pop out into the centre now. And Olympic have made good use of this. He's got a shot, but it's screamed right over the top of the goal. But, hey, when in Rome, as they say. Looks like we're going to have some substitutions here. And it's Lower Hutt making some quick subs as they head into this second half. So 2-0 now to Wellington Olympic.
Looking to freshen things up here with 2 subs. Looking to find the first goal for them, get themselves back into the contest.
And with those shorter halves, good time to make those subs, getting those fresh legs on. They'll drive now down the right-hand side. Great defence there from Olympic. They've turned it around. Trying to get through now on the right-hand side. Make something of it, can they? 24 has been brilliant all day long. Across the goal.
Great strike, great save. Well, Olympics hunting for their third.
Lower Hutt's goalkeeper has done quite
Great
well.
today, isn't he?
Done quite well to save. And, yes.
Decent.
Kennett, I think the last name of the goalkeeper there.
Sorry if we pronounced that wrong, but yeah, it's a good keeper.
And he's been doing a phenomenal job as we get into this corner now for Olympic. Here it comes. Ball comes in right in the middle. It's defended well by Lower Hutt. Pops out. Another header now comes into the middle. Good touch on it. I'll send it. Lower Hutt, Olympic now.
Lower Hutt look to break.
Looking to break through. Good challenge in the middle. It's popped out. Referee's going to call it. Give it, or award it, I should say, to Lower Hutt. There's a lot going on around this park here in Napier.
And here another roar from the Blue Water Stadium.
Absolutely, roars all around as Lower Hutt now charge.
Cashmere. Western Springs and Cashmere technical in that one, so interesting to find out the scores on that.
That's right, Rupert. Western Springs is playing Cashmere in their quarter-final. Another quarter-final to the right of us over here. Looks like it might be
2 teams.
2 teams, blue and black. Oh, and that was a interesting charge there from one of the Olympic players who's collided with one of the
bit of time to decide what he's doing here.
Lower Hutt players. The referee's going to go in there. He's
talked. He's just checking.
He's just checking for injury here. Doesn't seem to think anything was in it that was malicious. Just make sure that the player's okay. Well, they've both been aggressive, haven't they, in their tackles today? And why wouldn't you be with a quarterfinal like this, Rupert? So much on the line.
Two great young teams here, isn't it, Chip?
Absolutely. Two very great teams.
Obviously some sore bodies there. They're taking every opportunity to sit down, take a break when they can, and many games for them now. So, well,
if they were on the Joe Rogan diet, it'd certainly be sauna and an ice bath tonight for these young guys.
What kind of diet are you on tonight, Chip?
I will be on the vino diet there, Rupert Kimmies, in the beautiful Hawke's Bay.
Excellent. What are you going for? Pinot Noir, Pinot Gris?
I'd have to say it's rosé all day as Olympic get us started off again
and
here.
Here we go, the flick through.
Opportunities here. Oh. No, well defended by Lower Hutt, but it's popped back out for Olympic on the left-hand side. And they've taken it. Kick back in the middle. Oh.
Pops back
There's
out.
Time here. He's flicked it over the top.
Great little flick over the
24.
top.
Can he get a nudge to it? He will, and it's a goal.
Oh, no. Cleared off the line. Great
defended
by Lower
very
Hutt.
well.
The Lower Hutt players calling for offside.
Defended very well there by Lower Hutt.
You have to say they are just holding on from this third goal.
This second half has been all Olympic at this stage, Rupert Kimmies. And it'll be another corner, the third one in, well, as many minutes. Can they make the most of it? The Olympic crew cheering them on. They played it short.
Short.
It's popped back down. They pulled
in.
it back in. Good ball.
Well
but
defended.
No. Here we go again.
Cracking ball.
Space on the right-hand side. As Olympic now will try something in the box.
Ball across. Oh, no one attacking
Just across the goal. Lower Hutt drive now on their right-hand side. Down the pitch. Pass was unsuccessful as Olympic now regain control. Cracking run here. Oh! The referee's going to call that.
Is he looking to his pocket? No, he's not. Of course, the supporters of Olympic are calling for a penalty, but it looks like it was at least...
I know he has. He's gone into his pocket, and he's awarded the yellow.
3 or 4 metres outside the box there.
Well,
and there was a yellow card there.
Not quite sure on the number there of who got that yellow, but you'd have to say there is a mob of Olympic supporters that have congregated down on their left-hand side of the pitch. And they are certainly...
Number 6 that picked up that yellow card. So
Number two there that will take the yellow.
Sorry, it's 2. Sorry to number 6.
6 is clean for now. And it will be Olympic now. Can they score their third? They'll certainly want it.
You sense if they can get the third here, Chip, they can put the game to bed.
Well, it's like the nail on the coffin, so to speak. They'll certainly be itching for it. And here we go. As the referee says, kick to play, and just over the top of the goal. Unfortunate there. But yes, Olympic have certainly made themselves known down here. A force to be reckoned with, so to speak, there, Rupert Kimmies. And Lower Hutt's now trying to make the most of it as they get into the last portions of the second half.
Just throw given the other way to Lower Hutt.
The whistle there.
As always, though, Chip, it only takes one moment for the team like Lower Hutt to get back in. They've got quality up top, so...
Well, it's the beauty of football, isn't it, Rupert? They can go any way at any time. Certainly don't write a team off. As they press now quite hard in the centre, Lower Hutt. Olympic keeping control well.
Done well to try.
And he's beaten the man there. And he's got some great speed here as he centres himself in the middle of the pitch. Lower Hutt. Oh, Lower Hutt.
Great challenge.
Great challenge there. And they've won that back, Olympic now. So pops down their left-hand side. Defended off well by Lower Hutt. Oh, it's hit the ref and the goalies almost.
That was a dangerous.
Oh, that looked low. That definitely looked below the belt.
He's shaking that one off, but
obviously got his box in.
We'll have to watch the ref to see if he can run after that one.
He certainly
might just slow it down.
looking to kick that left leg out a little bit, just shaking it off a little bit as he says, no, I'm fine.
It's good to go.
Always important. Once again, a shout out to our referees and officials. And now Lower Hutt looking to drive on their left-hand side. Kicks down.
Top here. Oh, well, one back.
And won it back now. Olympic.
It's a promising attack by Lower Hutt. And then turned
They
over.
push now. Space. Two defenders back. It's popped back up. Olympic trying to push through, thread that needle, but Lower Hutt have maintained position as they push down their right-hand side now. Good touch. They'll turn. That's a great ball.
Great ball.
They'll look for speed here. Good challenge.
Well
And
defended.
what's the referee going to award here? It's going to be a goal kick.
Seems a couple of attacking opportunities here for Lower Hutt. Maybe they're trying to edge back into this game here, Chip.
They're trying to throw some things at it, and they're certainly doing their best. But it just seems like every time they get down there, it is hard for them to beat that Olympic defensive play that they've got going on, as Olympic now will reset with their goal kick, and it goes into the middle of the field again. Touched on by Lower Hutt. The ball throws over the top. And they play now down onto their right-hand side. That's a cracking kick by the goalkeeper. Great touch, unfortunate not to get it. Lower Hutt now driving, and it'll be Lower Hutt ball. And it's certainly no love lost on the field at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. They play on. It's a nice footwork there by Lower Hutt. Finds himself in the middle of two Olympic defenders. It's popped back out for Olympic now. Driving on the right-hand side. And linesman gives it back to Olympic.
About 8 minutes to go here, Chip. They're going to have to find a way back into the contest quite soon, aren't they, Lower Hutt?
Absolutely, Rupert. And Olympic, they do look very strong now. They look like they've found their feet, slowing it down. Balls to feet. Passing well. Here it is as they switch it up.
Nice touch there by Jack.
Oh, that's a cracking little pass. And there's a shot on there. Oh! Just over the top. There's a smidgen in it.
Definitely the best O'Connor to ever put on an Olympic shirt, that's for sure.
Well, cracking set play there from the throw-in. Lower Hutt now trying to get the momentum, trying to get the spirits up. Really, really need to make something happen as they get the goal kick now down into the centre of the field.
He's got a player down in play there.
Player's gone to ground, but
he's holding his wrists. Seems to be okay now. He's up.
Seems to be okay. It's popped out the right-hand side here. Lower Hutt might have an opportunity. And just unfortunate that it's...
get the right ball into the box there, but it looked promising, didn't it, Chip?
Well, it's kind of their story today, Lower Hutt. Once they've got down there, a lot of good attacking opportunities, but unfortunately, just not getting that finish, getting that strike on the ball to put it in the back of the net. So it'll be another goal kick to Olympic.
Kind of coming up to the time of the game where Olympic will probably start to try slow down the clock now and just waste a bit of time, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be dead right there, Rupert. As the ball pops out now, a little bit of attacking there from Olympic, but it's popped over the...
Nice, exciting last 5 minutes though, Chip. Lower Hutt's going to be going for it, aren't they?
Oh,
nothing to lose here when it's a knockout quarter-final.
You did right there, Rupert. They'll be giving it their all, that's for sure.
Great ball.
So it goes down the right-hand side.
And we've just got a free kick there to Lower Hutt.
Of course, the foul awarded to Lower Hutt as they take it quickly now. It's defended off well from Olympic. Just lost his footing there, the Lower Hutt player, as they come into the centre.
Back, just nipping in there and taking the ball.
And Olympic now Look to move it in the centre. That's a great ball back onto the right-hand side. There's space here.
Just driving at him.
Driving away. Oh, he's kept it in well. He's going to take it down right-hand corner. Might try and whip it in. And the referee has awarded it.
Now Olympic look to their bench to bring on a fresh sub.
Well, we're getting into the last minutes of this game. Rupert, some fresh legs now. As a coach yourself, you'll know this is important timing.
One team saying to go off one side of the pitch and the other team saying to go off the other side. So, see a bit of tactics there, Chip.
Absolutely.
But of course the referee didn't allow that and sent him off the right side of the pitch. And Tahana comes into the action.
And here we go. So Olympic with some fresh legs on now.
Well taken by the keeper. Nice ball through.
Opportunity here for Lower Hutt. As they sit in the centre.
Strike on goal.
Oh, straight to keeper.
Straight to the keeper though, unfortunately, for Lower Hutt. Was promising though.
And it'll be Olympic now. Trying to regain some control. It's pushed back down now. Left-hand side.
They've given Olympic the corner there.
And another corner for Olympic. And now, oh, a little somersault there from number 23 as he gets himself ready for the corner.
And he's been booked for the somersault.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, he got booked.
Oh, well, quarter-final. It's all go now.
That's what you get. Hopefully that wasn't his second yellow.
Well, that would
And
be...
he would be missing the semi-final, I think.
We've just got a cameraman in front of us that has moved out of the way. And the referee blowing again, and there's another yellow now.
You can see there's a bit of shenanigans
well,
going on here,
I'm just wondering whether, you know,
Olympic has
that
to be
smart
careful,
play.
There's a few minutes to go here. They don't want to get
They
down to 10 men.
definitely don't want to ruin what has been a very good display so far. But of course, emotions, energy, it's all very high at the moment, Rupert Gimmies.
It is.
And you just have to say they might be a bit excited, but certainly don't want to get preemptive.
Lower Hutt seems to be launching it long now.
Yes, they'll definitely switch to a long attack, I'd say. They want to get down in that box, try and muster up a goal. Here we go, as he sends it down the left-hand wide side. Olympic have managed to get the position. There's a hold there. The referee's seen that, and he's going to give a yellow for that as well.
Yellow cards, everyone.
Certainly. Lower Hutt player not happy about it, but it is what it is, as my father used to say. No use crying over spilt milk. Well,
a lot of yellow cards in there, Chip.
A lot of yellow cards in this last 5 minutes, Rupert Kimmies. Before that, obviously, was a clean sheet, but no longer the case here in Napier. And Olympic will try and seal this victory by potentially scoring another goal. Lower Hutt now have got possession back.
Oh.
Referee's going to call that, absolutely. And he'll award the...
I think he decided not to book him because he's booked about 3 other players in the space of a minute and a half. So
I think he might have lost his yellow card. He's pulled it out so many times. So here we go. As Lower Hutt give it another crack down the right-hand side. Flicking it into the middle. That's not a bad ball. It'll go straight to keeper.
Keeper comes out and anywhere will do.
And Lower Hutt now regaining possession.
They'll
look to drive back into the centre.
Nice little paper Lower Hutt here. Good ball in.
Pop back out the right-hand side. Lower Hutt. Oh, and
that was nice play though by Lower Hutt.
I just feel if they'd had more of that intensity in the start of the second half,
And there it is.
And there it is, full time.
Olympic progressed to the semi-finals, and you do feel for Lower Hutt.
Well,
What
you
a
do
journey
indeed.
It's been for them.
Absolutely. I mean, they've played their guts out, obviously, to get here, and by no means was it an easy feat for Olympic to win this game. Lower Hutt gave it their all. A little bit of disappointment, but to the victors, obviously there will be some celebrations as they go into the semi-finals tomorrow, Rupert Kimmies.
Well, thanks for your time anyway, Chip.
Well, thanks to you, Rupert Kimmies. I'd like to thank CelloSport, obviously, and all of the people, organisers down here for the Under-19s tournament. Everyone out there watching, I've been Chip McCabe, Rupert Kimmies with you. You have a fantastic night, and we'll see you on our next broadcast.